Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening to everybody all around the world, and thank you for joining us today for another Left 4 Dead 2 competitive shoutcast. My name is MK. I will be your caster and cameraman for today, and I'm not going to be running solo for the first time in RBT7. We're going to have Amethyst join us. How you doing, Amethyst?
I'm doing great. It feels absolutely amazing to be casting another RBT game. My first RBT cast in what feels like forever. It's MK. It's unreal that I'm actually able to cast another RBT tournament.
Yep, it is here. It is finally upon us. We're only in week one. We still have 6 more weeks of Swiss after this. We have a night full of games, 2 more after this on my channel. We also have Nine Null doing a few as well, and the Spanish casters will pick up a lot of the other games in between as well. So pack your bag or grab some snacks, kick back. You got a lot of games starting tonight. The next game from here will be at 9 p.m., which will be Keyboard Warriors, and then we have one at 1 a.m., which will be Amagami. So those will be the rest of the games coming up on here. But for now, we're going to have Ascendant versus 3D, I believe, Roadrunners. My channel has frozen, so I can't even look at the name right now. Pixel Runners 3D. There we go.
There you are.
I'll get it right
Yeah.
eventually.
Well, yeah. So for Team Ascendant, we have Krycha, Frey, Justy, and Fincy, and then for Pixel Runners 3D, we have Chichero, Yosoi, Juancano. My Spanish is a little rusty, MK. And then we have Slender and who's the other one I can't see? Koito Squared.
I hear one of those spitting.
Yeah, it definitely is. But right now, we have an attack going, and the jockey misses his spawn. The hunter lands, so does the spit. So we get a lot of. Oh, he stumbles him in the spit. That's going to be a lot there, Amethyst. Justy goes down to 76. But right now, as far as the roster for Ascendant, we will go with Frey, Finesse, Justy, and of course, none other than Kryja himself.
Yeah, and like you were saying, MK, with that first hit, really, you don't have to worry about that one a lot. Usually the only thing that happens there is maybe a good hunt spit, but the boomer getting popped in the spit, just like that, able to take away like a quarter of an HP already.
They will get the pound spit right when the tank spawns. It's 2 pound spits in a row coming out from Pixel Runners 3D. That throws me off with the 3D on there. I'm going to get it wrong many more times. But right now, the first tank is going to be in the hands of... I'm not quite sure how to pronounce that, Amethyst. Why don't you take it?
I've been saying it as Koito Squared, and I think that's how I'm going to pronounce it for the rest of the game, because unless anybody corrects me, I assume that I'm right. Actually, the tank has put himself in a precarious position here. I didn't see if he missed that jump. I assume that he did, but it looks like he's going to... Oh, no, maybe he was just going for a quick climb, knowing that his team was going to get him a hit, and that's fair enough. He is able to get himself situated into the classic tank position of Parish Map 1, where he will probably be descending. You have to imagine next hit. I don't know if you saw the order that they sacked their infected, MK.
Boomer died last, and they're not going to have a charger, so it's tri-cap without charge, and I think that might be what they want, but I think this might be a rare scenario where charger wouldn't be bad depending on where the tank decides to push them. But when this tank commits, why don't you take it away, Amy?
I absolutely would love the honor, and it looks like the tank is going in, and we're going to see an early pull, classic stuff, and that tank is going to get a corner, no, not quite a corner, onto Justy. He is able to escape. No, he's running him in circles. The rest of the infected team are going in. The tank abandons going for Justy, actually. I guess one of his teammates probably called that there was somebody capped behind him because Justy was kind of giving him the works. And just like that, that tank is not going to do a whole lot of damage, MK.
No, it does not. They do land 2 pound spits. The tank gets a couple of punches. It looks like he got 2 only. Missed also 3, I think. But unfortunately for them, they only take about 10% of the bonus away with that tank. And I think with only about 77% of the map they already went through, this is going to be the last hit before they go to the safe room, unless they land something amazing with a spit block.
I think you might be right. Separated right now. The Hunter's just going to go in. Nice skeet from Krycha onto Koito Squared.
And I think,
Nothing else.
I think
really
that's safe room, Amy. I think that's safe room. No spit block either. They're in.
Yeah, it doesn't look like anybody is getting in the way of Krycha either, even though he was boomed. They're going to be moving relatively fast. Everyone on Team 3D is still not ready to spawn in as the BM car alarm goes off, MK. And Ascendant are going to get a nice, crispy 812 points for the chapter.
And that is huge for a map that's only 300 distance, Amy. 77% of the bonus. That is huge to get at for one chapter on only 300 distance.
Absolutely. But the thing you have to remember, even if, God forbid, 3D does get wiped by this tank here, the thing you have to remember is that every other map in the parish is so long. You wouldn't believe it if it was the first time playing your game, but this map is so short compared to the other chapters of the parish, so there's plenty of time to make up room.
Absolutely, and we do have the first set of spawns up. Hunter's already going in for a high DP, gets shut down by everybody, shot it at least one time. And that's very rare to see, but everybody got to the jockey, lands, Boomer proxy, stumbles, but no spit. And I think right now 3D has taken that attack just a little bit better than Ascendant did.
Yeah, no Boomer stumbles into spit there. I like the idea with the Hunter flying around up top trying to go for a damage pounce. That was almost like a heat check Hunter where if you're not able to skeet that Hunter by itself with no distraction, that's going to put your confidence at a low, I think, for the survivors.
Yes, tank is about to be upright. They have a quad try. Let's see if they send it in quickly. They got to go now. They're not going to be able to send it in. They send the smoker. Hunter doesn't land until, actually it does land. The charger's really late. Gets a double charge. The jockey. Oh, the Comet's flying in the air. Still getting slams, and that is a huge amount of damage. And they've already matched what the tank did, and this tank's getting the car.
Yeah, they're not going to be able to go back. They're going to have to change their strategy. They're probably going to have to fight it under that, in that one room with the jukebox, MK, where everything can come off of the roof on top of you.
Yeah, it's going to be probably, I'm not sure about this. I think it's going to be easier for the tank to get a corner as long as he threatens with this, but he took about a little bit more than 400 chip. That's a pretty good amount so far.
Well, it looks like the Hunter, it looks like everybody is going to go in. That is going to be a one boom. You have to be careful here because the possibility of the survivors running in this scenario isn't impossible, but it looks like the tank is just going to be going in. MK, you take it away.
All right, looks like he's going to go in. They're all going to back out. They're going to back down the alley. Smoke actually gets, or the coach actually corners himself, gets the second punch in. He still has 3,000 HP, is down to 2,200. Survivors need to back up. The Hunter is trying to cover the Smoker. There's another punch going out. Smoker gets cleared. Tank's missing a punch, actually. He's chasing them. Takes Rochelle, who's now getting up. It's going to be a second in cap. Can they kill off this tank, or can the jockey do something? Oh, the tank didn't go for anybody, and this should be a dead tank unless he could climb out with nothing. And he's going to try to rock for a while here, I would say. And this is a lot of damage so far, Amethyst.
Yeah, and you know what? That was a really good, confident tank by Ascendant. Everybody was like, ooh, good rock, too. It seemed like Ascendant really trusted each other. Everybody trusted Frey to get a corner onto Coach. He was able to do that. The rest of Ascendant was landing hits onto the rest of the survivors, and that's a very solid amount of damage for Parish Chapter 1 tank. That's going to be 2 boom.
Yeah, nice boom. They're going to probably... Actually, they're going to send everything. They got to be careful. They could actually take the alley. I think the tank won't let it happen, but... if they were weary of how healthy he was, they could just hold W now and have it clean, but they have no idea how much HP that tank has, so they're going to have to stay here. It's about to go AI. He's going to try to get a rock through the door. Is he going to get it? Oh, he does! And he's going to keep control. 77 HP rock going out. He's going to transition back up top, and he's going to reward his team with another set of spawns, Amethyst.
Nick taking a nap right there, and yeah, just like you said, that's going to result in a smoke, that's going to result in a charge, that's going to result in the tank going in and dying, but yeah, that was a really solid tank from Frey. Good rock at the end, good commit, good corner onto Coach, and good support by the rest of Ascendant. That's why they are the favorites so far in this matchup, MK.
Reloading.
Yeah, but one thing that's good for 3D, it looks like they're going to be able to survive their map. They're in danger of a survivor going down, so they're going to have to take this last tip carefully. The only thing that's benefit for them, Amy, is there's no tri-cap. It's a 2-2. Jockey's going to spawn, try to distract them to slow down, and they're faced with a decision here. Are they going to down him, or are they going to go with 1 HP, Amy?
I think in this scenario, you're kind of forced to down him because you know that the Boomer is by the car. If he decides to waddle up, no, they're just going to try to pop the Boomer. It doesn't end up happening, and Coach is going to get boomed. Rochelle is going to get hunted. Nick's going to go down anyway. And see, now this is the issue, MK, where if they just down Nick and they were able to get him to a speed of above 1 health, they wouldn't have all this horde. Coach tried to pop that Boomer without setting off the car alarm or getting boomed on. It didn't happen, and now the Spitter's going to be able to spit, and they're going to have to hold out again.
And it's going to give him another... I don't know if they'll have everything ready. The Charger will be ready to try to get something, and if he can land, I think they get everything. Charger goes in, lands, Smoker lands 2 simultaneous. Smoker is... Smoke Eye's being scratched by the Spitter. Boomer gets proxied and dies. It's a quad, and they should be able to walk in with 50 bonus. and they will do so. So it's 812 to 348 after one map.
Yeah, I mean, I've seen crazier comebacks take place. There's a couple of things on 3D side. One, if you're coach in that situation where the tank is coming in by himself, you just can't allow yourself to get cornered. He kind of got caught on, I think, either one of the lamps or I think the stairs next to that building, and he was able to allow the tank to get a free corner. And then another thing there is I think you have to make those executive decisions where a survivor is really low and figuring out if it is advantageous to like down them and then pick them up. You have to be making those decisions like on the fly, and they have to be like the correct decisions, because I think that they probably could have got more bonus if they just down Nick there and cut their losses.
Yeah, for sure. I do agree. I mean, at least they were able to make it in with a little bit of bonus that they have. That was one thing that we did say before. But going into this map, Ascendant's going to have a pretty decent lead. It is a little bit less than 500, but they're going to have a very early tank to deal with at 26%. So this tank should be able to get to his dumpster pretty much unscathed. I don't think any the survivors will be able to push him. Compared to if it was a little bit later, I think they might have been to not let him over to his dumpster for free, having to pay for a couple HP. So we'll have to see if the second set of spawns are able to help a tank out to get over to that clean.
Yeah, this is a tank fight that honestly either doesn't like this is a tank fight where I feel like either nothing happens or something really funny happens, and that usually results in a lot of rocks landing or some crazy hittable shenanigans. But survivors playing this tank out well and just not taking hits, covering spawns, and avoiding rocks, tank's gonna have a hard time if the survivors are able to do that.
All right, they come out of the safe room. Opening hit is going to be a tri-cap with spit. This isn't a lot of opportunity for damage. Right now, they're lined up for a quad charge. The charger doesn't see it. They're missing that. It was such an opportunity there. They go back in and see if they give it again, but now the charger's up. They won't. They're still lined up with 3. I think there's a big miscommunication there with the infected team not calling that out there, Amy. That's a big misplay. They're still there now. Look at that free charge. No, they walk out. The charger's still going to land, though. They get the charge spit. Hunter gets skeeted eventually. Jockey keeps coaching the spit for one more ding. And wow, what a turn of events there, Amy. It actually worked out for the infected, but I thought there was a bigger play at stake there, and I believe his teammates should have called that out.
You see, yeah, I could like hear the stars in your eyes through my headphones, FK, but honestly, I like that play better because the thing is, we're going for a quad charge right there. A lot of the times the charger just ends up taking his head off the door. The hitbox for the safe room door can be so finicky, and if you're able to get even a double charge outside with that spit, it's going to be huge, because even if you get a quad charge inside the safe room, spit's not going to spread.
No, that is definitely true. But the only reason I love that play is I saw triple charges land in there and somebody jocked the other guy, and that is a disaster.
Oh, sure. Yeah, it's definitely not impossible. I for sure saw the play. But either way, it worked out okay. Justy is about at 50%. Krycha is no longer 5 punches, and this tank is in the hand of Yosoi Mankeno.
God bless you. But anyway, right now it's the Boomer, Jockey, and Charger trying to get a sack. They're probably going to sack that Charger and Boomer. I don't think they want either one of those spawns for this tank commit. Maybe they'll try to time it with this flying dumpster, but they got to do it now. It's a good time. They're going to send everything. The dumpster is probably not in a good position anymore, Amy. They might transition over to the other side or just back up.
I agree too, and I don't agree with the Jockey going in there. This is one of those tank fights where I hate the Boomer and I hate the Charger. This is one of those tank fights where you need a certain loadout of infected, and that is Jockey, Hunter, and Smoker. But actually, I think the Jockey died last, so I think they... No, okay. They do get a Boomer, and so, see, that's the problem with sacking the Jockey there, is this Boomer's going to have to find a boom spot in a place where there's, like, 2 boom spots.
Alright, he's going to commit here. Oh, no, he's just throwing a rock, showing his dominance.
Ooh. No, it looks like he is going to come in. I guess I'll take this one away. He is going to go for the dumpster. He only has 2 special infected friends on his side alive. Smoker is going to try to pull Rochelle into a precarious position, but it doesn't work out, and that Hunter gets absolutely toasted. The tank is going to have to retreat. He has no other choice. The Smoker is still alive, and with the dumpster still in play, that Smoker is the most important special infected. And of course, as I say that, he gets killed, MK, and now I think the survivors just run, because now they don't have a spitter for a really good spot to have a spitter. Ascendant knows that, and this is going to be a free walk to the Crescendo event.
Yes, it is, and I think this is a little bit of a situation here, Amy. We have to take note if they do this. If they choose to start this event with the tank up, that tank is a lot healthier than they might think if they choose to go. That is 2,400 HP. That is not like a 1k HP tank while the charger lands, hunter gets shut down, everything is killed there. A little bit more damage go out, but they might want to kill this.
No, I think you still go because
Yeah?
you don't have a spitter. The spitter is like the most dangerous thing you can come across in these close quarters on top of these roofs, and they know that if they move fast and they don't get hit with a charge, all they have to watch out for is the charger. That tank's going to be lagging behind them the whole time. They probably realize that at the end of this alleyway, the hit's about to be up, and that's exactly what you do. You just want to shut down the charger. As long as you do that, you can keep going.
Yeah, it was a big misplay there from the charger. They need to send everything at the same time. The tank is going to throw a rock into the fence for some reason. He should try to climb over. I'd be surprised if he hits. Oh, he's going to... Oh, my gosh, is he going to get hit? Oh, that was so close to a double.
I think the tank could have... I don't know why the AI tank didn't swing there.
Yeah.
It looked like he had a double on Ellis and Coach. I think you're right.
Oh, my gosh, AI, what'd you do? You almost gave us some entertainment, but either way, it's dead. 80% bonus left. Boomer dies off. Spitter Charger Smoker. Smoker is chipped, and it doesn't look like they're in a position to send this. They pull down. Charger is not ready to capitalize. Spitter trying to look for something, and I think they're just going to reposition or wait for the inside.
Yeah, especially now because I think. Oh no, they went ahead and went in. That seemed like a solo move on the part of the charger because at this point, I don't know why you wouldn't just save that charger for the inside to get your best chance at a corner spit charge.
Yeah, even the spitter tried to spawn, but there was nothing there for him. Oh, the hunter,
Yes, yeah.
hunter lands, but the spitter doesn't go. But they will get a charger now. They're going to get charged, but it's going to be with a boomer and a jockey.
Yeah,
their last
this is gonna
hit.
be yeah, just like you said, this is probably going to be their last hit, and it's going to be in a pretty deadly spot. I've seen more than a few Survivor teams go into this last alleyway and just get absolutely jumped by the special infected, but they might be moving too fast, MK.
Jockey goes in. Charger's not ready. Oh, no, this charger ain't going to land. Oh, he misses the B-hop.
Oh, no. Yeah, I don't like that decision to not go on the roof. I think as the charger, you have to hope and trust that your jockey is going to get a distraction enough for you to come off the roof and charge someone back down the alleyway, because that's a tough bunny hop to land successfully. And now we're looking at Ascendant having 2,052 points. Okay.
Yeah, that is a huge two-map score for Parish. That is very respectable indeed. They're on pace right now to hit 4K if they keep this up for sure, maybe 4.5. And just if anybody wanted to keep track, it doesn't really matter. It doesn't affect the tournament at all. But right now for 4 chapters, the high score is 5,188.
Ooh, okay.
That is the highest we've had so far. Of course, it's not no extra special reward for it, but just something we can keep track of. And no, this game is actually a 1 game. It's not best of 3. No home and away. This is 1 game neutral.
And honestly, that's the way I like it, MK. I understand the point of a home and away, but I like just one clean game where everyone has like yellow ping and one team doesn't have to play an entire game frustrated.
Exactly, but right now they have the same attack. Oh, look, they could charge him up there right now. It was there again.
You are so...
I want to see it. I want to see that so bad, but they send spawns in. The charger misses, but the hunter and jockey both land. It's going to be a little bit of spit damage on the guy who was hunted. The spitter landed on him for 1 extra tick to freeze him for a second in the spit, but right now 3D took a little bit more damage, and they actually lost their complete value of pill bonus of that 100 points off their original score.
Yeah, and they did end up taking more damage, not by a whole lot, but they did end up taking more damage in general than Ascendant did. So this tank is going to be in the hands of the boy himself, Krycha. And we'll see what he does with it. Like I said before, this is a tank where either nothing happens or everything happens. Ascendant were able to create a scenario where nothing happened. Well, let's see what 3D does.
Gonna bring his toy into play for sure. He knows exactly where he wants to hit it. That is in... That's good. That's good.
Yeah.
We should see him transition to the middle. No, he's just going straight in. He's going with it, Amy. This is it.
No, go for it, MK. It's you.
All right, he's in. He has lost about 800 of his HP. He tried to hit it inside of the gazebo. Unlucky for him. That costed him 1,000 HP. Oh, he eated it right through. He split the survivors. He's going to take Nick. Oh, he pulls him in. That's going to be his corner now.
Yeah.
He's at 4K, though, and he can't be shot by the wall. He's going to get in cap with half his HP left. He steals 3,500. He is now pursuing. He has 2 cappers to help him. The Hunter misses the DP. Oh, it's a rolling 2 cap. He gets the cover. And he's got a shotgun. He's not going to be able to clear it. He jukes out the tank. Can he get the clear before the in-cap? He does. Oh, this is going to be a wipe maybe. Now, all Rochelle is left, only the one up. That in-cap is going to go out from the jockey. This is going to be a wipe, Amy, for sure.
Yeah, it
and
is.
Dumpster, oh, he misses.
Got a little antsy there. If the boomer is going to land, and that's going to seal the deal. And, you know, I was watching that 2-cap come into play when Ellis and Nick, was it Ellis? No, it was Ellis and Coach got capped. And even though Krycha wasn't able to stop Rochelle from clearing whoever it was Ellis, the damage had already been done, and that was pretty smart by Krycha to know that all I have to do is make sure Rochelle doesn't get past me. Even if she clears Ellis, no big deal. I literally just hit him and he goes down, and then I go right back to 1v1ing Rochelle. That was very well done on Ascendant's side. A beautiful smoke. That's exactly how you draw it up, right in that corner. Krycha didn't take any damage because he was behind a wall. That was perfectly executed.
Absolutely, it was. It was beautifully done. They get the wipe. Right now, they're pretty much in the driver's seat. I think just them making this safe room here without any score would pretty much lock the game up for them with this additional 600 distance. Putting them at 2,600 is going to be a hard climb out of that hole for Team 3D. I think the only thing that is kind of beneficial for them at this point, Amy, is the fact that they have the tank early at 35%, which will only give Ascendant about 120 points before they encounter the tank. So they need to wipe there for any possibility to mount a comeback.
Yeah, absolutely. And this is one of those scenarios where I hope even if that doesn't come into play and Ascendant still has a huge league, we do get to see a map 4, simply because it's so early on in the tournament. I would like to see what 3D has to offer in terms of just plan out a game. Even early on in the tournament, when you're down, you know you're not going to win, just being able to play a complete game with your team and get the hang of what it feels to play Left 4 Dead 2 competitively again is valuable.
Jockey does land but gets cleared immediately. Hunter finds a target, but the Charger will not. And the Hunter was also cleared immediately, so it's only 1 damage for that. And I think it was 1 slap from maybe the Spitter or the Jockey, I think. And that's pretty much it. Clean take from Ascendant there, losing only a little bit more than 3%, which probably means there was a common chip or a little bit of FF at some point along the way.
Pretty dangerous hit, too. Anytime you have a Charger and Spitter underneath that bridge with that wonky spit, it can be dangerous. Oh, good boom from the Boomer in the back. Smoker, Hunter, and Jockey all up. Smoker's going to get cleared immediately. Pretty good teamwork. It took Nick a little bit longer than he would have liked to clear Rochelle, but he was boomed, to be fair. All in all, good clears by Ascendant there, because that was a pretty good setup by 3D.
Yes, it was. The only thing I would have to say is, why did the Hunter not go and help the Jockey up top to let that Jockey take the guy forward? But again, it's always easy to sit in the casting chair and call that. You know, it's very simple to see everything from up here. So maybe they just didn't see it in their POV, but this will be the last hit before tank if they send it. Now Boomer rockets in, gets 1 proxy. Are they going to send the Charger? They're going to, but he becomes the tank and misses, which means the Spitter's going to sack. Jockey's going to go in, and they're going to have a tri-cap without the Jockey for the next hit, as the tank is in the hands of Chihiro.
Is it just me, or is Chihiro lagging?
Actually, I'm not 100% sure. Could you? What are the pings about? Actually, I cannot see it with my casting.
They're normal. Like Chihiro's at 115. It's all around 100. Krycha actually has the most, along with Fincy at 130, and they seem to be doing okay.
Yeah, it's pretty good. Oh, he fell.
And maybe it just been temporary.
He is lagging.
He is lagging. Yeah. He's lagging a lot. That might work out to his benefit. He is just going to go right in with the 1 boom. He has a Hunter and Smoker the backup, but they know that Smoker's there. They're not going to let that Smoker get an early pull, and now the Smoker's just going to have to chase them down along with the tank to get any use. Still too far away. The tank is desperately just trying to find a corner, and finally he will land upon Frey, and he'll get 1 onto Krycha as well. But that was a pretty good call by Ascendant there to know that they have a boom. They already used their boom. They have a Smoker. Somebody's going to get early pulled. You can't have that happen. As long as we go back behind that fence, we're not going to get pulled, and tank not able to do anything.
No, unfortunately, he just got 2 punches. Looked like it was going to be 3, but he died right when the swing came out. I think he just went a little premature there. His spawns just came up and were going in at the time that he died. But either way, they get the bonus down to 80%. They're sending spawns, and now Jockey is dead. Hunter decided not to go. Now he just switches sides. Now he goes in and lands for a one tick of damage. Spitter's going to go and try to delay, which Rochelle will have to wait for. Boomer gets popped, and we are going to see a quad attempt when they exit the next building, Amethyst.
Yeah, we sure will, and we've been seeing this all game from Ascendant. At no point during this game have looked bad at all, MK. Not in their Infected, not in the Survivor play. They seem to be just a solid unit.
Yeah, they are seeded number 9 favorite probably for this tournament. Everybody knows them when you get into that top 16, so every game does matter. I believe the mathematics come out is the top 12 teams will have 5 wins, and a few will get in with 4. But right now they do have a quad coming. Are they going to send this here?
They're gonna hit here? Oh, they do have a, yeah, I mean, I guess, yeah, they have a quad.
No.
Yeah, well, okay, so the Jockey and Hunter landed. I gotta be honest with you, MK, I don't think that's the right play, though.
No, it was not. There was no way that Charger was going to land. I'd say if the Charger came out of the hole, maybe it would have been possible, but it was really close to a rolling tri-cap coming in there. Just like 2 double caps happened. Damage was only 6%, so I agree. I don't know if that was necessarily worth it. That's not enough for what choke point that was coming up.
Yeah, I was just about to say this, like the ladder coming up in Chapter 3 that they were able to pass freely is genuinely one of the most gnarly checkpoints you have to go through. And they passed through it freely. And for a quad that, like you said, was just never going to land, if not only because of the Charger.
And this is a smart play right here. Now they're going to be able to run the map with no commons.
Yeah, that was and that's it. They're just playing. They're so sound in their approach to this game so far. It seems like they have a plan for everything, even when it comes to their tank fights. We saw it during this tank fight as well when they took the tank back and they weren't able to. They weren't letting the smoker pull someone for an early punch. Having the play here where they could just run through, knowing that the common's going to be in the back with a car alarm. They're just playing a really solid game of Left 4 Dead 2.
It looks like this is going to be it. This is going to be their last hit if they send it here. They don't have the best set of spawns, but the Jockey is getting destroyed already. His teammates are not ready. Charger looks like he wants to come from behind. Nice B-hop, but he's not going to land because no one else is distracting. And it's just going to end up to be just kind of ticks here and ticks there, mainly from common infected than anything. And they're about to walk in with a 962 bonus. This is a huge score, Amy.
I will say that I like what 3D did at the end there, knowing that if they were just able to leave Ascendant in one place, the Common would have time to catch up. They had no reason to rush there. They knew Ascendant had to be the ones to go forward because otherwise the Common was just going to catch up. But even that didn't work out for them. They had to fight the Special Infected off, even with Common on them in that situation, and Ascendant made it look easy.
Yes, they did. Walking in with above 70% of your bonus on a map that's worth 600 points is incredibly high, and it's hard to even compete with that. Even some of the best that are out there have a hard time putting up that kind of percentages for consistently back-to-back on 3 chapters in a row, Amethyst, yeah. I mean.
I've been called worse. You can call me Amy.
All right, opening attack's going to be tri-cap with Spitter. This is pretty much the best hit in the game without a quad. Let's see if they can make it happen. This is potential for a lot. Looks like the Hunter pre-spawns from the other side. I can't quite see where the other ones are. All right, one Charger. Charger's above the safe room, other 3 on there. Jockey rockets in, lands are trying to cover, but the clear is too quick. But it will be a 2-cap. 1 slam in the safe room. Pound spit. Spitter gets stuck into Nick. And that is an incredible amount of damage for that attack they have there, Amy. They took advantage of the spawns they were given from the beginning.
Yeah, little unorthodox the way it all planned out, but the Charger was able to go into the safe room, get Rochelle, and then a little bit of spit damage outside on the other 2 survivors. Yeah, they'll definitely take that.
And it looks like they're going to blitz to this choke point. No, one person slows down. Let's see if this... Nope, they're going to make this pretty clean. Jockey rockets in. He catches the one guy up. If they don't get the clear, this is huge.
No, it's
a tri-cap. It gets cleared quickly, but...
Oh, and the one going after him missed the one lagging. I'm going to cry. I'm going to cry for 3D, dude.
I mean, they get the clear, but unfortunately, Yosho... I don't even remember how the rest of his name is spelled. Oh, Yosho Han Pino. Takes a lot of damage. Thank you. The Charger goes in, gets a double, but he gets cleared.
No. Yeah.
He only get 10 damage from that because it was cleared beforehand. But That's probably going to be the tank. Actually, no, the Hunter's going to be the tank. Gets killed. Spitters goes in, and now the Boomer probably going to go in. There's still a lot of Common running in from behind right now.
It's going to be a big morale boost for this team, though, if they all really just don't get wiped. Don't get. I'm not saying you're going to win if you beat this tank. You're probably not at this point, but for the rest of the tournament, I think it's very important for this team to just lock in and just, at the very least, beat this tank that's in the hand of Fincy.
Absolutely. He's going to, let's see what Fincy's going to reposition. Actually, no, he's going to stay on this fan and try to peek. Here goes a rock attempt. Charger just stole the guy on the van. Rock comes in from another zip code. The pole goes out. That's one slam. He lands the rock, and it's a 2-cap. Oh my goodness, it's falling apart for 3D. What a set of spawns. And he lands another rock.
No.
The forecast is sunny and partly rocky, apparently, because he is catching them. Oh, it's almost another one coming in. Well, let's see.
Yeah, you could just feel the will to live slipping from 3D's fingers, can't you?
Yeah, the skill difference here. Ascendant very sharp on their skills right now. It looks like Fincy is going to start rolling this in. I don't know why I called him finesse, but that's what I did, because my brain reads what it wants to read.
Yeah, that's a dyslexic move right there.
Oh, look at the Hunter. He's going for it. That's probably Frey. It is Frey. Hey, with the DP. Oh, he gets shut down with the Boomer lands. And he's going to decommit. Oh, they're having fun now, Amy.
and Fincy, I like how he's just like, he totally could just roll in. He could have rolled in with that last hit. Honestly, he could have rolled in without throwing any rocks, but yeah, no, play this seriously. There's no reason to take your opponents for granted, even if you're winning by a lot. Play this like you're winning by 100 points. That's what you got to do in tournaments like these.
Jockey grabs, pull forward. Charger misses the cover. It was almost a tri-cap. Now the tank's probably not going to be able to get a wipe. They should be able to finish it off and survive. Let's see if he can. He's going to go for the slow survivor. He gets the in cap. I think this is all he gets. Yep, that's it.
There you go. It's all you need, really, if you're 3D right now. Just don't get embarrassed. Don't embarrass. Don't wipe to this tank. Play your game and just make it as far as you can at this point, man.
And actually, they have 2 pumps, 2 Uzis right now, and they seem to be okay with ammo. None of them walked into the trailer except one to grab ammo, so it looks like they were okay. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Oh, he waited for him. He waited for him. He saw it. He saw it.
Yeah, I sure did. They learned their lesson before with a jockey a couple minutes ago.
All right, they're going to press on. They do still have 319 bonus, but I'm pretty sure Ascendant is not going to let them walk in the safe room with that, as they still have half of the map to navigate, and they have 2 survivors slow, about to be a 3rd.
Going to see a classic attack from the roof here. 3 special infected on top. Hunter in the back. He's going to go in, and it's going to land on Chihiro, who is still lagging, by the way. Jockey's going to land on Coach for a little too long, but at this point, it doesn't really matter. Yeah, they're going to keep strolling along. Psycho. He is lagging, man. That is one of those, like, he's using some sort of jutsu or something.
I'm a reload.
Hey, he's having his moments. Oh, they're looking for a death pull. Are they gonna? Are 3D gonna be wary of this? Or are they gonna get caught with their pants down? Spitter gets picked. They're gonna keep the other spawns up. Oh man,
A power move right here.
they're going for it. Oh, it was so close. It was
so
almost.
close.
We almost got him. Coach wasn't happy about it. He wanted to go back up and get him.
But it's funny because they know that it doesn't matter because Coach is Coach and Nick are both 1 HP anyway, so the smoker can go for that and then has plenty of time to respawn.
Oh, the Hunter wants a DP on the. Is he gonna get it? He wants a DP right down the sewer. Come on, do it.
Classic 25.
Come on, Frey. Frey, do it. Oh, he hit his head.
Got another chance. Got another chance. Back to swimming on air in the clouds.
Frey attempt number 2 or 3 actually. Boomer lands. Oh, they're taking this. They're going to be a little slow here. I don't know, man. They have 2 people who've been down once. If they down them now, they go black and white. There goes the smoker pull. They missed the cover. Charger lands. Oh, no. It's a wipe. Frey doesn't get his DP. Unfortunate for them. That was the danger of going up with that low health, but what could they do?
Yeah, you would have to, because the only thing you could do in that situation is down one teammate one after another, one after another, one after another. And when you're down by so many points, I could see teams just wanting to be like, just climb the ladder, dude. Just climb the damn ladder.
All right, we're going to the final chapter of this tournament match. It is going to be Parish 4. Ascendant has the commanding lead, already claimed the W for this match as they are mathematically impossible to be caught. Even if they don't play this map, I don't even think the other team can make it up if they play the next 2 chapters. That is a huge score.
MK with Ascendant doing a very good job the entirety of this game. I see that Kreisha has actually plugged his YouTube channel in his name. Are you going to be checking that out after this this game?
What happened?
Kreisha plugged his YouTube channel in his name. Are you going to be checking his clips? Has he impressed you in there?
I guess I have to.
Yeah, you know, you should subscribe. He didn't tell me to say that. I'm
Like and subscribe is what you mean?
#1 fan.
All right, they push out. Only three spawns are up. The jockey will latch. The hunter will eventually find a target. Gets cleared quickly. Spit spread will be not favorable for the infected, as Coach has a corner he can hide in.
Yeah, that spit spread. And it's one of those where I think it was affected by the table, because I saw like half of it go on the table, and it wasn't able to get inside of that small corner Coach was able to hide in. So this is going to be a 53% tank, so this is going to be one that they take back, probably in this area right here, which in my opinion is, honestly, played well, one of the most dangerous tanks in the game, in my opinion.
Oh, he tried. The poor Boomer. He didn't get it over the top. Charge lands. Spit was not quite ready for it. Oh, what a clear on the Smoker Tongue, giving the Nick a little bit of God frames there.
Did the Boomer climb behind the bus, or did he come from the top? Because I remember that ladder behind that bus being, like, impossible to get up. It's, like, really finicky.
Yeah, it's a diagonal ladder. Unfortunately, this game does not like diagonal ladders. The Boomer gets one through the window, though. But no, he actually tried to B-hop around the awning, and he didn't get over the railing, unfortunately for him. So it resulted in him not being able to get anybody. I think if he would have made it, it would have been a triple. Probably a proxy. Oh, somebody teleported. Boomer's still waiting above. I don't know. If they're going to go now, they're not going to have anything for the run back here, Amy. This is a mistake, I think.
Yeah, I agree. I think the optimal move there is definitely keep the special infected. This might just honestly be a just sort of like a who cares play, and I don't like saying that, but optimally I think you have to realize you save the special infected there. With that being said, they might know that 53% means that the tank is spawning very far back, in which case there's a very small chance anyone's going to be kept all the way back there.
Indeed.
So maybe that was the right play, actually.
And it is the final tank for Team 3D in the hands of, this, I guess, Slenderman himself, technically, but Slender. He's going to have the tank for his team. He's taken 100 chip while trying to transition to the top floor, not letting the common or the survivors get to the pool table room, which I would say is probably one of the beneficial places to be if you're going to take this tank as survivor.
Oh, absolutely. It could be such a tricky situation to get the dumpster below you in the pool room, and unless you get that dumpster in, it's just, you're at such a hard time. Oh, I thought that Boomer was going to get way more. It didn't seem like anyone was turning around to face the Boomer. The tank is going to go in on that one boom. The Hunter trying desperately to keep someone outside. He's not going to be able to. Charger is going to go ahead and cap Nick, but the tank is going to go out for Rochelle instead. And the tank's going to get stuck on tables. Oh no, and now he's just going to have to wait and recommit. He hasn't lost a whole lot of HP, just 1500, but I feel so bad for that tank. He just got stuck on a couple, too many things to be able to capitalize on that.
And this is going to be his recommit, Amy. He's going in with 3,800 HP down. He has the smoker up. The jockey's trying to help him. He throws a rock, which is kind of a mistake if you ask me. He still has it there. He's got his first punch right there. He's got another one. Technically, it's his third punch. That's his fourth. He gets an in cap, and he got burgered to crap at the end. And it's a one in cap tank coming out, which is, I would say, pretty standard for this map, if you'd say, for high competitive play.
Yeah, there were just a couple of moments that wound up, because imagine a scenario, MK, because you saw the charger that was able to get Nick or whoever it was. Imagine if like the hunter was standing behind the survivors and the hunter was able to like stumble the survivors back into the room, and the tank was able to get multiple punches. These are little things that you have to think of, I think, if you're going to play a game like this. And I think 3D aren't all on the same page for how they want to strategize.
And here they go taking the Charger. He can't spawn that close. Charger missed it. Hunter gets melted. Charger lands. Oh, that might have been an in-cap onto Cryjo. It's about to be a double charge. But Cryjo shuts it down right before it reaches him. And that'll be another clean take from Ascendant. Tank dealt with. Map progression 65%, Amy, and still 950 or 85 bonus. Huge.
Yeah, it's absolutely huge. And at this point, it's getting a little MK, if I will, it's getting a little depressing, if I may say so myself.
Yeah, right now they are showing their dominance right now to Team 3D. You hear they're going to go in for another hit. The Charger does land. It gets cleared pretty quickly. The other cappers kind of don't really do much. Just get the bonus down a little bit. Almost down to a little bit under, actually it's a little under 925. But as of right now, they should be able to get across clean and even take the alley before they're able to hit again.
Yeah, and that's unfortunate because the alley can be a pretty good hit too, especially if they have a spitter. We're only looking at like maybe 3 more hits, MK, but with the way Ascendant is going, it might only be 2 because they're going to be able to clear this hit out here. It's always going to be a 2-boom. So now we're looking at potentially a couple more hits. The spitter's going to go ahead and free spit. I don't hate that idea, but the rest of her infected friends there are unfortunately going to fall.
Yes, they do. I mean, the Hunter tried, but just got melted out of the air. They're trying to coordinate, but Ascendant just, as soon as somebody booms, they just back up and regroup together and just let their non-boom guys do the jobs. They just put themselves in better situations where it's more advantageous to the situation that's given to them. It really is, and it's good play by Ascendant. Smoker dies off at the end, but now it's only a boomer, Charger, and a jockey. And this is going to probably mount out to nothing right here, Amy.
Yeah, it's pretty impossible to get any sort of hit here that's going to mean anything. And I think that's a good way to describe it, MK, is that Ascendant has just had absolutely zero panic. There has been not one moment in this game where in my opinion, it looked like Ascendant were frazzled. They've had a plan for everything. They've had a strategy for everything. It was precise, clean, to the point, and that's the reason why they're winning so much and why they have 5,212 points. What was the high score?
That is broken. The new high score was 5188, and now Ascendant has broken it with 5212.
Oh, this stuff sucks.
Way to go, Ascendant. Ladies and gentlemen, in the crowd, send Ascendant your congratulations on being the new high score holders of Parish and RBT.
Incredible. And that's even more impressive because they only had a 300 distance chapter on map 1 compared to the other team had a 500.
Oh, yeah,
so
812.
that is very impressive showing.
Yeah, it is.
That'd probably be about 5,500 if they had a normal chapter for map 1, because the distance wasn't skewed down for balance reasons. But we can talk about that before, but right now 2-2 with the Jockey and the Hunter. Looks like they're going to send it in right here. Hunter goes for DP, misses. Jockey does eventually fake out his survivor and latch onto him, and he is still going on for a ride. Finally gets cleared while the Boomers commons are slapping the crap out of Rochelle.
Yeah, and just look at the difference there in play. Just with that one hit alone, NK, how long it took 3D to clear Ellis, and you just know for a fact if Ascendant, if that was Ascendant in that situation, he would have been cleared so fast. It's just been night and day this game, unfortunately.
Yes, it has. I mean, it comes with it. They pair up as a little bit better as they go, but everybody does have the option. Actually, it's call the attack first. Charger lands, gets cleared. That's actually a good clear of the Charger.
This is such a good hit. The Boomer's going to get stumbled too, so Nick isn't going to be able to save Rochelle right away. And even in a hit that doesn't look like it's going to do a whole lot of damage, Ascendant are able to find ways to make it really worth something.
By shooting each other, okay?
Yes, indeed. And actually, I'm interested. They're going to have a really good attack for this alley, too. Because they sack properly. They have a charge spit jockey, and they probably want a smoker here, but I think it's going to be a Hunter.
See, now I'm interested to see what they do because I think Ascendant goes in here because, like I said before, the team just spawns too far away, and this is a good alley hit. Wait.
Oh my
I didn't
goodness.
even see it. My camera was inside of a building, so all of my sound was gone, so I didn't hear that the Charger or Spitter spawned.
And they got a lot of damage. All the survivors now around the 50% range. Actually, 2 below 50 and 2 above. One having 76 HP, one having 67, the other 2 at 40s. They're going to have to pop pills when this tank commits as well. Or
I will say that what were you saying?
Or they're going to risk a 2-punch in cap. You can't do that.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. I was going to say I really respect the tenacity from 3D because with 2 players sitting at like 40% and being down this much, they have every right, honestly, to just be like, let's rush this tank, whatever. But no, they're taking it seriously. I honor that. I appreciate that. Even though they are going to get split here, Coach is by himself. Nick is going to be put into a corner, and MK, just like you said, that's 2 punches. He's down and out. Coach is going to get swatted away for his convenience. Rochelle's in a pickle now. Soy is probably going to go down. Ellis is being taken away to a different map, mercifully. And now it's just Coach, the single survivor of Team 3D.
And it looks like this is going to clean it up. And this is going to end this tournament match with Team Ascendant getting the victory over 3D, 5,212 to 1,093.